Hey there, Connolly Coyotes. All right, welcome back. Today is Tuesday, August 25th. Today we are going to introduce you to your digital personal agenda. Your agenda is going to be used every single day in AVID. It is a staple in AVID, which means you must do it every single day. The expectation is you will fill it in for each class each day, indicating what your tasks or assignments are and any upcoming events such as tests or quizzes. So to do this, we're going to go into our week of the 24th, 28th and come into Tuesday. You're going to make sure you do your attendance question first. That is going to be a requirement from here on out. Number 2 says your Connolly Digital Personal Agenda. Okay, you're going to read through this document. It's 1 page long. It has expectations. You must read it. Then you're going to click this blue link. It's going to take you to your personal agenda. This is going to force you to make a copy. You cannot just open it up without doing so. So make sure you click Make a Copy. If you happen to get a different screen that says Request Access, that means that you are not using your NISD email, and you need to ensure that you switch it from your personal Gmail account to your NISD account. If you're having problems, you need to go back and log on through NISD. Okay. So for the sake of time, I'm going to go to one that I already have opened. Okay, this is the planner that's open. It's pretty lengthy. It takes a minute or so to get downloaded. Okay, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to come up here and you're going to change the title and you're going to delete the words copy of, and I want you to type in your name, both your first and last name, and then hit enter. And you're going to come up to your front cover here, and I want you to type in your name here as well, and then hit enter. Okay, go ahead and pause this video right now and do those 2 tasks, naming your title and your digital planner. Okay, now that you have renamed your title and you've put your name on your digital planner, I'm going to go through very briefly the walkthrough. Each at the top are the tabs for the months of the year until next summer. And then we have some resources tab over here. They stand for writing, inquiry, collaboration, organization, and reading. Okay, so if I was to come through and tap the tab, it's going to link me automatically to the slide that starts that section or that month. Okay, same thing with off to the side. If I click C because I want to look at my resources for collaboration, it's going to bring me to that slide. I just have to hit that slide. Okay, let's go to the second slide. The second slide is your teacher info slide. As you can see, you have all your core classes, your AVID class, PE or athletics, and then 2 electives. Okay, you are required to put in your teacher's name for each class, the period you have that teacher, and that teacher's email address. If you do not know that teacher's email address, you can get it by entering Schoology and look at that little yellow card that they have posted. Okay, each teacher is required to do that, and it should be there. So what I would like for you to do is you're going to pause this video and you are going to fill in each section with your teacher's name, the period you have that teacher, and that teacher's address. And if you need to look at an example, I can go to science, and my teacher is Coach Loden. I have him for 4th period. And his email address is Parker. I spelled it wrong. I knew I did. Period. Loden at NISD.net. Okay, pretty simple. So please pause this video now and fill it in for each section that you have. All right, Connolly Coyotes, welcome back. So you have filled in your teacher information. Hopefully you have them all filled in as I expected. And we're going to go through and let's just take a look at August. I'm going to show you how this works. So on slide 3, this is going to be the first tab here, August. This is really just a month at a glance. Here you just want to put some quick notes down. Off to the side, you can say a to-do list like study for quiz, basketball game Friday, so on and so forth. Whatever works for you, you can personalize it. Okay? In the actual dates here, this is where you can also just come in and jot down some really quick notes. So if we think of yesterday, yesterday was the first day of school. Okay? Maybe on the 28th, you will have a lab safety quiz because science typically goes over lab safety on the first week. So you may or may not have a quiz. Okay, so these are all the quick little things you're going to jot down in this month. Now, on the next couple of slides that follow this will be the week by week format. So you have each day of the week above, and you have your classes off to the side. Okay, I can go into each square and I can give a detailed description of what my assignment or learning objective for that day was. So, for example, if it is Monday and I have Coach Pounds, he teaches 6th grade now, and Coach Pounds is going to discuss what led to the Battle of the Alamo. Okay? That's my learning objective for today. I'm going to go ahead and type that into your agenda. Okay? I do realize it might adjust your formatting just a little bit. If you keep it at 3 lines or less, you should be just fine. For each day, each class, you're going to do this. So when I say, hey, we're going to do a digital planner check, I want you to send me a screenshot of such and such week, then you're going to be able to pull up that week and send me a screenshot, and you're going to show me that it's already filled in. Side note, I know what the teachers are teaching, so if you try to fill it in last minute and think you can get one past me, I don't know if that's going to work for you or not, because I'm going to take it to that teacher and say, is this what you did that week? Okay, so you want to make sure that you're staying on top of this. It's going to help you out in the long run. Okay, so now let's go to our resources. I'm going to start with our writing resources over here. All of these resources pages off to the right have hyperlinks to different documents or websites or videos that you would be able to use. So for our writing resources, we have quite a few note-taking checklists and formats. We have how to do a short answer response, which is your APES, and how the rubric works. I also have a hyperlink on how to compose an email. So if you need to write an email to a teacher and you're like, oh man, I don't know how I should make it. I don't know how to create it. I could use some help. You can come right here into your writing tab, click on the hyperlink, and it's going to bring up a document that tells you how to do that. Okay. I'm going to go this way because I think it goes faster. On the next slide, we have our our inquiry resources. Okay, these are talking about Costa's levels of thinking. And then over here we have our TRF inquiry resources. That's your tutor request form. That is something that you're going to be required to do twice a week here in the very near future. Okay, so just so you know that the resources are there. And then we have our collaboration resources. So it tells us about our Zoom etiquettes, STEM questions, so on and so forth. And as the year progresses, more and more resources will be added. We have our organizational resources, talks about to-do lists, time management, and organizing your Google Drive. Then we have our reading resources. Right now it's pretty bland, but it's going to be filled up. Then we have our STAR tools. Anything that helps us practice our PSATs for 8th and 9th. On the second to last slide, we have our login and password. Okay, if you are anything like Mrs. Hernandez, you probably have a lot of websites and they all require a different kind of password. You can't always use the same one, it doesn't work. Okay, so this is a really good location for you to keep track of your login and password. So for example, if I type in NISD portal for my program, because I got a login for that, it's what gets me Schoology, I am going to type my student number and my 4x4, right? And this is how I will be able to keep track of all my passwords. I misspelled that, I gotta fix it. And then on our last slide, we just have some more additional resources. What I really like about this slide is that you have a graphing calculator and a scientific calculator down here linked in. So there's no excuse for you to not be able to do your math work, as long as you remember that you have the calculator here. This is a pretty cool resource. I do recommend that you go and explore it, along with some maps here of the United States and the world and Texas. So I think those are all really great resources to help you out. Okay, so this is our digital notebook. Make sure you have it saved on your drive. You're entering into it every single day for every single class period. Okay, awesome job, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.